All right, Taurus, here we go. August 2022 for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Soulmate Cycle. Reading, it is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. It's the same energy I always get for you, Taurus. Same kind of thing. All right, so if my readings resonate with you, well, then you're supposed to be here. If not, go find somebody else who's getting a different energy than I am, because I get this one scenario that comes in all the time, and I'm just going to cut to the chase here when I ask the universe to give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus for August 2022. Here's what I get. I get the King of Swords crossed by the Empress, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and Justice. And underneath that Justice is Ego, the King of Wands, the Burger King. Got to have it their way, ego, pride, entitlement, whatever you want to call it. Somebody here, but there's a clear message from the universe in this particular reading with the Empress crossing the King of Swords. Bookended technically by Justice, okay? And there's ego under it all. Somebody here, what the universe is saying, is somebody here left. Either they left you when you were together or they left, well, they just ran from you when you professed your love, one or the other. Either way, they left the wrong person. They fucked up, okay? Because they were short-sighted, right? They're stubborn, 9 of Wands, short-sighted, 5 of Swords. They blew off something that was the wish fulfilled, that was the happily ever after, if you will, right? The happiness, emotional contentment. There's an indication here they may have even divorced you. Some of you might have been married to this person. They made a mistake. Are they coming towards you in August? I can't say. We got to pull a reading. It depends. Can they put the ego down? They've got to put the ego down. And see, 5 Swords, if they keep the ego up, it's still a 5 Swords energy and a 9 Wands energy. But the good news for you is the universe is on your side because they left the wrong person. The Empress crossed, they put a sword through the Empress, the Queen of Tits, the best tits in the tarot. They put a sword through the Empress. And the universe is saying they did it because they, again, like I always tell you, they thought the grass was greener on the other side. Even the universe itself, God, Source, the universe is saying they fucked up. They were short-sighted. They self-sabotaged their own happiness. And they did it because of ego. I really do get an energy here when I pull on Taurus. And like I said, if my Taurus readings don't, I don't get to choose the fucking energy. Right? I'm not the warlock on the hill. I get what the universe gives me. And what I get here is somebody who thought the grass was greener on the other side and they were wrong. And they thought it was there. I get a midlife crisis. It's what it feels like. No matter what age your person is. I don't care if your person's 12 years old. They had a midlife crisis. Right? Usually you just buy a Corvette. Right? And get your bald ass head in the convertible out getting sunburned. You know, that's it. You don't leave something great, run away from something that might be great. Okay. All right, let's shuffle the deck here. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus and tell me why we're here. Yeah, we're here because of this, because of 9 Wands. Somebody here. The good news is 9s are the end. All right, they're coming to the end here. Somebody's about to have a real epiphany about where the fucking sun is. The sun is happiness. It's on the other side of that fence. They're facing me. The sun is back there. All right? They're facing me. That's stubborn. It's just turn around, asshole. No, I'm not going to turn around. Turn around. No. Okay. God. You know, I see it all the time. I'm in my mid-40s. I got friends who are married. I see it all the time. Right? They got their wife. They got everything really good. And what do? They go bang some 22-year-old. Right? Well, that's fun for a little while. It's nice. It's good and tight. Right? I always hear the story of how tight it is. Yeah, great. Well, she ain't pumped out 5 kids yet. Sure. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's terrific. But it's not real. There's nothing. May-December relationships are tricky. They're tricky as fuck. There are thousands of theses and dissertations written on that. Thousands of them. on the May-December conundrum. I mean, it's just one example, but it kind of feels like that. This whole thing feels like a fucking midlife crisis to me, in some way. Okay? And I say that, I don't joke about anything or say anything that's not in the energy. And I'm not saying that's for all of you. I'm just saying as an example. Take it forward with you if you're young. If you're a dude watching me and you're 25 right now, yeah, when you're 45 or 50, you might get the urge to leave your wife and bang a fucking 22-year-old. Yeah, it's only fun for a minute. It's not real. It isn't going to be. There's nothing in common between those two. The Queen of Pentacles, right here. Queen of Pentacles. Somebody here is not wanting to see that sun. Queen of Pentacles comes after that Nine of Wands, where I yelled at them. I called them stubborn. Turn around. You know, there's a lot of different energies here, and I'm sorry if this reading isn't for you, but if someone ran from you, this reading is for you. They ran from you for a reason, and it's because of their ego. There's some sort of ego play. You know, even if it's just they're the one that was married, and they ran from you. Sometimes people view divorce, even when it's long over, when the relationship is long over, they view divorce as a loss, as a failure, which you shouldn't do. The only failure is staying in something that's dead, wasting more of your life in it. That's the fucking failure, right? A divorce, moving away from old ways in general, whether it's a divorce or anything else, takes bravery. It takes a lot of guts to walk away from 8 broken cups, like we always say with the 8 of Cups. All right? Somebody here fucked up. They know where the stability is. That Queen of Pentacles is good. You sit tight. Your energy's attached to that. You're in the right, according to the universe. So sit tight. Let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. Let's shuffle the deck. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus. And again, I pull in a specific energy for each sign. Okay? It's different when I do all signs readings. I do a flyover of the whole soulmate cycle. But when I narrow the universe down, back it into a corner and say, I only want Taurus, right? Or I only want Libra, or whatever. I get what I get. You know, it is what it is. Let's see. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Taurus. This is why I don't like doing sign readings, per se. Because they're all very specific. But it is what it is. It's what people are accustomed to here. And I think it's good that I do this once a month. That I fly through the zodiac. I think so. Overall energy of our reading is 4 swords. It's an energy of healing, but it's an energy of somebody here who needs to... the ego lives in the brain. Okay? This is an energy of somebody who needs to shut the brain down to heal. As long as their brain is active, that ego is active, and there's no healing. There's short-term, it's 5 of Swords, short-term thinking, right? Short-sightedness. What's crossing this? See, the World. Everything I just told you. It's the most powerful card. The energy around them has changed. The World tells me the affecting energy around this. Your person, just like I told you about that 9 of Wands, your person refuses to turn around and look at the sun. They just keep staring at me. Don't look at me, motherfucker. The sun was back there, okay? If they can put that ego down, I think they probably come towards you. I don't know. Let's find out. The reading's on the flip. Let's do a reading. This is going to be tricky, all right? Because I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can in time, okay? It might be too late by the time they do, all right? Let's see. Energy around the connections right here. How your person's behaving in the 3D, thinking and feeling, all that kind of stuff is right there. Soul energy is right there for them. That ought to be good. Right here is the hidden energy from the universe. What the fickle old gal universe wants you to know, and I'll tell you, it's red with the energy or connection. Right here is the potential final outcome. It's red with how they're behaving in the 3D. I say potential because I can't predict free will. I will clarify everything. Throw some universe cards at the end to see what else the universe wants to tell you. And that's it. If I think I need to extend it, I will. I don't think so. I'm getting a lot of this here. You're my second sign for the monthly readings. I'm getting a lot of it. I'm getting a lot of ifs. If this person does this, then they come towards you. If they don't, then they don't. In your case, it's if they put the ego down, they come towards you. In Aries' case, which I just finished a bit ago, it was if they follow their intuition. Your person also needs to do that, but there's a big ego problem here. A Midlife crisis all over the place. What's the energy around the connection right now? Look, the energy around the connection is Five of Cups, right? It's Five of Cups. And what do I tell you all the time about those Taurus titties being out? Your energy's attached to this too. Put a goddamn shirt on, Taurus. Those titties don't come out unless this person shows up, behaves like a man or a woman, grown up. Right here, Five of Cups. It's the disappointment. Yeah, it's toxic though. Look, doesn't this card even look toxic? It's that toxic disappointment. The connection is right now in a state of sadness. Okay, it is. Even if you don't want to admit that. I'm sure if you're a divine feminine, of course, which most of my viewers are, I've been encouraging you for a long time to grow and look at yourself and go out and get some static energy. I'm sure you've done that, but you're still sad that there's nothing here. Something sad happened here, okay, because of this person's ego, right? And again, if this isn't your energy, if this isn't your Taurus reading, go find one that is. I can't control what energy comes in. I'm not the warlock on the fucking hill. And I say that here on the video in the hope some of my friends are watching who think that I am. I hope they, maybe hearing it on video rather than directly from my mouth will help them. How are they behaving in the 3D right now? The Six of Swords, the la 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 la, la 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 la. They're just cruising along, feeling like they're in calm waters, feeling like whatever they're doing, moving away from this. It's almost the perfect image of that Nine of Wands I told you about before the cut, where the sun's behind the person. All they got to do is turn around. Yeah, there's choppy water over here, and this person needs to put their ego down to come deal with it. They're just cruising along in their canoe. Got a little Heineken open there, right? Soul energy. It's red with, it's bookending the Five of Cups, so it'll be interesting. The Hermit. That's nice. So, the Hermit there tells me that their soul is awake. It's all ego. That's our problem. Ego, 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 ego. The soul is fine. Your person's soul is perfectly fine. If it says the same thing that our overall energy says. If they shut down the brain, right, kill that ego a little bit, then we can have some healing here. We certainly can, because the energy is conducive for it. The environmental energy is conducive for you two to fix this. Somebody needs to put their ego down. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with the Five of Cups. Look, 8 Wands. This energy is leading to communication of some kind. Of what kind, I don't know yet. Okay? But they are headed your way, but they're being all Joe Cool about it. Or Jane Cool, if your person's a female. Joe or Jane Cool is coming over, right? Maybe they got it's Six of Swords, maybe they got a 6-pack of Heineken. They're coming your way. You know, we'll just have a beer together and talk or whatever. Now, we need to have a real talk here. A real talk needs to happen. You don't get a real talk with this energy, with this combination. The soul's open, though. We'll find out more when we clarify. Maybe I can teach you how to pry it open the rest of the way. I don't know. What's the potential final outcome? Red with Joe Cool and his 6-pack of Heineken here. Yeah, see? Little pagey. Page of Wands. Same energy. Yeah, these are read together. Yeah, there's communication coming from a page. It's not enough for you to whip those Taurus titties out. Put a goddamn shirt on, Taurus. Right? At least wear a sports bra or something. This right here. Yeah, it says exactly what I said around this Six of Swords. Yeah, well, I'm just going to head over. We'll have a talk. We'll toast to the past. You know, it's all a bunch of nonsense on my table here. Okay, all right. I'm going to clarify, and I'm going to clarify with the Light Seer deck, and we're going to see. Well, even randomly at the bottom of this, I get a fucking page of Cups. Yeah, that's not enough. Why is the Five of Cups here? See, when I see pages in an energy that's rooted in King of Wands, I know somebody's trying to pretend, they're trying to save face, right? Trying to make it look like this here is my person. I give this analogy a lot. Someone who trips on the sidewalk, right? Trips on a crack. And rather than just let the people laugh at them and go, oh, you know, yeah, I fucked up, sorry, you know. No, they pretend they meant to do that. right? They got to walk it off real cool, like pratfall, no big deal. I'm a comedian, right? Yeah, no. Why is the Five of Cups here? So we definitely have forward movement. Again, the message holds true for you. August comes at you fast. It's just what's coming at you. I'm wondering. Tell me about the Five of Cups, universe. I can't shuffle too much more here. All right. Yeah, the King of Pentacles crossing that. Again, it's somebody who, there's an energy around, well, I'll give it to you this way. This is the environmental energy around her. The air around this person. Okay? This person is sad, disappointed. This sadness is really all I get off of it. Right? But the air around it is everything's cool. It's fine, you know. It is what it is. Sorry for the loss. You know. No. The world is here. I know the world is here because it's crossing the Four of Swords, the overall energy. The energy has changed. It's time to, yeah, look at that, the Tower. There it is. Like I said, this energy does lead to communication. You're getting a communication from, it's mixed. It's sadness mixed with everything's cool. It's all right. It's cool. Okay, it does happen suddenly. Again, August comes at you fast. Why is the Tower here? The Queen of Cups. Okay. Someone has realized that they love you. There's love here. The Tower is here because love is powerful in this connection. I always get Queen of Cups for your connection. And I know some of you don't think this person has feelings for you or whatever. There's a massive amount of love here. Somebody just needs to put the damn ego down and again, follow their intuition on some level. But this tells me that they know. This card here in the Soul is bookending these. It's red with all this. It's hit them like a ton of bricks and they refuse to look at it. Remember that sun behind the wall with that Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, which by the way was in the pre-shuffle too. They know the sun is there. Okay. She gives the full cup. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think that's why the Tower is there. I ask why the Tower is there and I get the Queen of Cups. I think you might be surprised by this person's reaction or they might be surprised by yours. I can't tell which. Could be either or. Why is the Six of Swords here? Tell me about the Six of Swords and how they're behaving in the 3D. I know this is a very specific reading. That's why I've said several times I don't control what comes in. So it is what it is. But it's the Eight of Pentacles. It's a card of the Apprentice. It's someone working towards their Nine of Pentacles, working towards their independence. They're not there yet. This person still thinks everything's cool. Okay? Everything's cool. Everything's fine. I think they're starting out on a new journey, or maybe they want to restart with you, but they're going about it as a page. And we can't have that. What's on top? Five of Pentacles. Again, there's some sort of a loss here that this person's not. This person is failing to recognize, right? Failing to recognize the loss. It's like this. This is a child. Children always think everything's okay. Children don't worry about anything. I mean, every once in a while you get the kid who's a worrywart, but most of the time kids don't worry about anything. When I was a kid, I cut my leg open. I was doing some stupid shit with my bicycle, and I cut my leg open. I needed like 10 stitches or something like that. It wasn't that big a deal, but it was bleeding like a son of a bitch. I didn't care. I walked home with leaving a trail with drip blood all the way there. It didn't matter. I was like 9 or 10 or some shit. But nowadays, as a grown-up, I even get the sniffles, I freak out. Oh my God, what the hell is that? I got a little pain in my left side. Oh my God, what's going on there? It's all kinds of, your brain runs, you go crazy. You worry about that kind of stuff as you go older. It could be because you get wiser. You know that there's things that can go wrong and all that kind of stuff. My point is this person is behaving this way. There's a huge loss here. And they're acting like everything's okay. Everything's cool. Why is the Five of Pentacles here? See? The Two of Wands. It's right there. Somebody here, Acting like everything's cool. The Two of Wands is setting the intention to go towards something. Yeah, they do want to come out of the cold. I know that. This is communication in the final outcome, and it's a communication card that leads into it. I said there's going to be communication. It's communication from a page, and we need something bigger than that. We need the Queen of Cups, so we get the Page of Wands. And this is encouraging. This is beautiful. In any other reading, this would be spectacular to have the Hermit here. And it is. Your person's terrific in the soul. Here we go. Why's the Hermit here? This is where the Hermit gets beat up in the alley, I bet. Let's find out. Why's the Hermit here? Tell me about the Hermit in the soul. Okay. Yep. The soul wants to come towards you with a little apology. The Knight of Pentacles. In the soul, their soul is fine. This is the energy of the soul. The Hermit, they're awake, they get it, they understand it, they're just not paying attention to it. Okay? And I think with this behavior, this page in particular, I think the sadness of this leads to communication, and I think what happens is at some point in time, the love that they have for you hits them like a ton of bricks. I don't know if it's going to be too late then, because you might already be gone, or they might already be gone. I don't know. There's a whole lot of planning and not a whole lot of doing. What's on top? But that Knight of Cups is nice to have there. That's nice. That's good. There's the Lovers. The soul is fine. Soul is perfectly fine. The Lovers card. I think, again, this is directly bookending the Tower. I think it hits them, this connection hit them like a ton of bricks, and they chose to ignore it because their ego is still running the show. Right? It's still running the show. Why is the Lovers here? See? This is where the Hermit gets beat up. It's the Seven of Swords. What did I say? This is deception. It's mild devil energy. It's sneaking away. They're sneaking away from what they truly feel in favor of everything's cool, it's fine. The ego never wants to lose face. Right? The ego never wants to lose face. It's in the brain. It's there to protect you. It's always a defense mechanism. Always. Right? Or a coping mechanism. Either or. They don't want to lose face. They're aware. It's hit them like a ton. This Seven of Swords is directly bookending the Queen of Cups. What I just told you is this Lovers is directly bookending the Tower. I think the strength of this connection, their feelings for you, hit them like a ton of bricks. They felt the love, and then they just keep denying it. Seven of Swords. They keep self-sabotaging it, sneaking away from it, never really taking an eye off it, but they keep denying it. It's exactly what I said about these two cards here. Everything's cool. They just coming over with their Heinekens. They have a little talk. It's a child coming at you. This is an adult. These are adults. This is an adult connection. This deep soul connections, twin flame connections, connections that lead to the Ten of Pentacles are for grown-ups. This is a child. Thinks everything's okay, everything's cool. They got to put and it's what the overall energy told us. They've got to put the ego down. Once they do that, they will come running to you to fix this as a grown-up. But I don't know if they're capable of it, because I keep pulling the same fucking energy for Taurus of this person who will not put their ego down. All right. So universe says communication's happening. It says it twice. I believe it. And the Five of Cups is one of the cards that leads to communication. It's one of the energies that leads to it. Absolutely. They feel the loss of this. Absolutely. But it's for reasons I've told you up here. This soul position verified my whole read over here. And the Page of Wands. Let's pull on the Eight of Wands. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. You're going to hear from this person, most of you. But who you're hearing from is someone who's lying to themselves about how much you mean to them. Because they won't put that damn ego down. Love requires no ego. If the ego is there to protect you. Love is crazy. You got to be nuts to feel something like this for somebody. You could get really hurt. The ego it's easy to be the King of Wands and just sort of blow through people or whatever. Just as soon as it gets too heavy, you leave. That kind of thing. It's easy to do that. But it's getting hard for this person. You know, they had a tower here about their feelings, about the sadness, and they ran from it. Even though their soul is awake, they feel it very heavy. Lovers on top of the Hermit, you're very, very heavy in their soul. You're not sharing soul space with anybody, I promise you that. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, universe. What else you want to tell everyone here, the Taurus people? Yep. The Eight of Wands, it's a page. It already gave me a page. Page of Cups. Yep. They feel the Queen of Cups. They ran from it. They feel the connection. It hit them like a ton of bricks. They feel the Queen of Cups. They ran from it. Now the Queen of Cups is showing up as a Page of Cups. They feel Queen of Cups love. They show up as a page. No way those Taurus titties come out. No way. You want to? Fine. Knock yourself out. But until this person puts their ego down, they're just going to do what they did before again. Over and over again. When it gets too heavy, they run. It says it right here. You can't possibly say, well, that's not true. It is true. It's right there. If this is your energy. Okay? I can't say whether it is or isn't. What's on top? Six of Wands. It's a card of victory. I get that. But it's red with the Tower. It's why the Eight of Wands is here. Communication could lead to some victory here. It could. Sure. Why not? But this card is red with the Tower. And the Tower is tied to all this stuff. It's a repeating pattern. Why is the Six of Wands here? Two Cups. Again. Communication could lead to victory here with two soulmates finally coming together. Again, this is red with the Queen of Cups. If somebody opens up and gives the full cup, which they're well aware is there, they felt it. It hit them like a ton of bricks. Right? How sad they are of what they did to you. Now they feel out in the cold, but they're handling it all wrong. Communication can lead to victory and bring two soulmates together if they give the full cup. But the problem is these are all tied together now. These are all sort of running together. And that's what they do. The universe says, unfortunately, they show up as a page. And it says it here too. Normally, I like the Page of Wands. I do. It's someone who wants to make things work. But this little boy here can want to make things work all he wants. He's only capable to the point to which he has, he's a child. He's only capable to a certain point. It's going to be, think about it, you're probably a grown-up. How hard would it be to make things work in a love relationship with a little boy? They want to make things work here. But they're way too casual about this. They've got some apologizing to do. The ego needs to come down. The full cup needs to be given. And this deception needs to be flipped upside down. Why is the Page of Wands here? Let's get the final on this. So yeah, there's communication coming. But it's probably my title. Yeah, there's communication coming. But it's the same shit over and over again with this situation with Taurus. Same shit. Somebody needs to put the ego down. You always have to with love. You have to let your guard down. You have to be vulnerable. The ego is protection. No protection. Well, other than condoms. Always wear protection. But don't use ego as your protection. Look at me giving a PSA, public service announcement. Look at that. Always wear protection. All right. Page of Wands. Why is it here? Final on this. Yeah, it's too much for them. Ten of Wands. It's what I told you. The environmental energy, why they show up as a page, it's too much for them to be more than that. They feel the Queen of Cups. They feel the Lovers, but it's too much for them. Sneak away, oh my God. This is a person who, when things get heavy, they run. Right? They run for the closest 22-year-old male or female that will take their pants off. That energy is here. It is. Or they run back to a relationship they already have, or relationships that they're used to. One or the other. It's all what's here. Okay. What's on top? This next card is red with the Five of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Yeah, they're showing up. That's communication when it falls there. Again, the King of Cups holds the Ace of Cups, just like the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups gives the full cup. That's what they need to do for you two to have victory and two soulmates to come together. That's how the conversation needs to go. How the conversation is going is King of Cups, right? Because they won't put the ego down. They won't come completely in. It's like the door is cracking open and they're just talking through the door. He doesn't give the full cup, but he holds the ace. He holds it, but he won't give the full one. Why is the King of Cups here? What's the final on this? Red with the Two of Wands. Not only why the King of Cups is here, but red with the Two of Wands. That's why. Five of Wands. They can't handle it. Again, I say again, 10 Wands here, 5 Wands here. They can't handle it. They can't be this. They're this. They need to stop this. They need to put the ego down. If they put the ego down, they're fine. The only thing keeping you two apart is your person's own bullshit. 5 Wands. And we see this a lot in the all signs readings, don't we? You know, in my 3 quick card readings and things like that. The only thing keeping you two apart is 5 Wands. And it's this person's own inner struggle. It's their ego. It's defense mechanism. It's, oh my God, I feel all this love. Oh my God, what did I do? I left Taurus. I ran from Taurus. Whatever it is, oh my God. I can't think about that. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to grab a beer. Right? Chill out. Right? It's like that. They refuse to feel it. This 7 of Swords puts a stop on it. It hits them like a ton of bricks. I feel it. Oh my God, there's sadness here. But they sneak away from it. Bye-bye. Because they're a child. They can't handle it. It's what I told you about this page. Yeah, the page wants to make things work. The page probably loves you. It's a 14-year-old boy. You're a 30-year-old woman. Loves you. 14-year-old boy loves you. You can't make it work. There's no way to make that work. They're not capable of the amount of love that you would require as a grown-up. It's not possible. It's also illegal. But it's a good analogy to give here. Your person's a child. They might have all the grown-up parts, but inside they're a child. And that's the problem we've got. And it's pretty cut and dry. It's pretty clear. There is communication coming, but it's probably going to lead to conflict. Because it's not going to seem like you can move forward with this person. You're stuck in 2 Wands. Okay? Like I said, it is what it is. This reading backs itself up and cross-checks itself all the way around. I'm not going to extend this one. There's no reason to. It's all right here. What do you want me to pull on? Your person's ego? Why they're like that? Well, I could dig for that now and tell you they got some past shit they never dealt with. And that's not energy reading. That's just psychology. Ego, people who have big egos. People who, they might be arrogant. They might just pretend like the King of Wands that they're a player type energy or whatever it is. Midlife crisis, whatever it is. People who have a big ego are covering something up. It's a defense mechanism that plays out as a coping mechanism. That's it. Always. Some underlying cause, some reason they're like that. You know. Let's see here. Sometimes it's a person who was picked on at school that suddenly gets, they become famous or they get really successful in life when they're a grown-up. Those people usually develop an ego. There's no appreciation for it. It's payback to everyone that dinged them when they were a child. That kind of thing. When we have gratitude, we don't have ego. Okay? So, bottom of the deck, 3 cards from the universe for you. And a 4th card as a crossing card. Knight of Cups. Yes, there will be a communication here. Knight of Cups was crossing here. It's all they want to do and don't want to do all at the same time. King of Swords. Oh, Emperor. I called it a King of Swords. It's the Emperor. It's because I was looking at the 7 of Swords. And right here, Page of Cups crossing the Emperor. Your divine masculine, your Emperor, is coming to talk to you as a page. Right? Feeling the Knight inside, the 7 of Swords, they run away from it. This reading right here backs up my entire reading that's on the table. If it's not for you, I'm sorry. I get a specific energy here. But this verifies everything that's on the table. Why? Because the 7 of Swords is right here. The 7 of Swords is right here. The Knight of Cups was crossing here. The Knight of Cups is red with the 7 of Swords. The Emperor, the divine masculine, the Burger King in this case, it's not a balanced Emperor, is showing up under the Page of Cups. Energy. Exactly the card that was crossing here. That's who's coming to talk to you. See what I'm saying? The whole reading, this verifies the whole reading. The only other piece of information I can give you is Knight of Swords is crossing this. They're nervous to talk to you. It's all an act. They got something specific they want to say and get off their chest, and then they'll probably bolt out. And that's double verified, triple even, by the 2 7 of Swords here. Okay? So it is what it is. Try to take this information in advance and deal with it. Try to figure out a way to deal with it. I would say the best thing you could do is feed their ego. The only thing you can do here is feed their ego. If you go against it, if you try to make them feel stupid, right? Try to force them to feel, they will run from you again. The only thing you could do is be complimentary and feed their ego, but I'm not telling you to fall on your sword or anything or lower your vibration. Just let them have their ego. I do that with people all day long. I let them have their ego. Knock yourself out, right? Most people who I meet don't know anything about my past. They don't know anything about the fact that I've got 17 million views on YouTube, right? They just think I'm some schmuck walking around my neighborhood with an orange, and they won't tell me all about how successful they are or they're this and that. I give it to them fine. I don't come back with who I am or anything like that. I give them their ego, because otherwise it just turns into a pissing contest with someone who has an ego. They're not going to open up to me or kneel before Zod or anything, and I have no desire to have them do that. So by the same token, you need to do that with this person. Give them their ego. Let them have it when they come in and talk to you. Just, that's good. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, I'm glad you're doing well. That's great. That will drive them crazy. And I'll tell you why. Because they feel this connection on a high level. They feel this Queen of Cups, right? They feel this Lovers. Their soul is awake. And if you seem nonchalant, that's just going to, think about how you'd feel, right? You're trying to pretend you don't love someone, and you're hoping that they beg you or something, because that would be really good for your ego, right? But they don't beg you. They just sort of let it ride and go, well, I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you're happy. You know, all that stuff. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Nothing will drive your person more crazy than that. And if you try to empathize, you see what I'm saying, right? It is what it is. I always just give people, no need in life to get into pissing contests with people. Let them have their ego and laugh at it, you know, because it's just a defense and coping mechanism. You know, it is what it is. So take the advice or don't take the advice. Always do what you want to do, you know, make your own decisions, as the legal disclaimers all say. But that's the best way to deal with this energy, in my opinion. All right? That's your reading, Taurus. I hope it was helpful to you. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right? Good luck.